Good day, everybody. We're going to have a little talk today. Good day, everybody. Right behind me is my 2014 Jeep Wrangler. And I've been having some, I wouldn't say issues, but I find that the cooling system, once your Jeep is built up, is inadequate. And I'm going to talk to you about that and what I did, and I'm doing some testing to try to get around that. So I'm just going to go over my Jeep right now to understand where I'm coming from. I got a custom hardtop that has a built-in tent. I think that might add an extra 100 pounds. But you got 35-inch tires, which are kind of small. Suspension, bumpers. You got the winch, which is also affecting the airflow in the front. I got the carrier in the back. I also have an American long range USA tank, so this Jeep actually has dual fuel tanks. So there's quite a bit of weight that's added. Even though it's geared, it's got 4.56 gears. Once I have everything in there, all my gear for camping, I start seeing these spikes. Well, if you own a Jeep and it's not heavily modified, you're probably not going to suffer this problem. I don't know if I really call it a problem, but more of an inconvenience that sticks in the back of your mind. A lot of people like myself, especially if you're towing a trailer, heavily modified, is that once you really start working the Jeep, you'll see the temperature spike to 3/4 and then come back down to half. And it does make people a little bit nervous, and sometimes people have actually tripped the trigger that gives you a temperature warning and could possibly put it into limp mode if it's not corrected. And the one thing I can't figure out is if the Jeep has a 195-degree thermostat, why is the maximum fan speed set in the computer to come on at 230 degrees? That absolutely makes no sense to me at all. The higher the temperature, the more pressure in the radiator. And if you own a JK with a 3.6, you know that replacing the rad is something you gotta do every few years. This is a 2014, 10 years, it's had 4 radiators. Let that sink in. So I bought HP tuners a long time ago. I bought it when I did the LS swap in my TJ, which I've sold that I think over a year ago now. And I got the license for this Jeep. And now I'm gonna show you in HP tuners what I did to make some adjustments. So now I'm in the JK, and since I've updated my HP tuners, I'm going to plug my interface in. I'm going to do a complete reread of the software. Detect protocol failed. There we go. Almost done reading the first. Then I gotta read the transmission control module. So you can see right there, low speed fan comes on at 219 when your thermostat opens up at 195, and then max fan speed at 230 when you're already in the 3/4 temperature mark. Now I'm gonna lower these temperatures. It's gonna make the fan run more, but I'm hoping it'll keep the temperature down. So you can see the changes I made in red. Actually, I gotta change this one. It should be 215. We're gonna go with those variables. Why does everything go to 216? Okay, I guess we can't. I was going to go 215, but I guess it goes to 216 and then 205. You got a 195-degree thermostat in there. Why does max fan speed have to come on at 230? So we're gonna go 216 and low at 205 and see if that cuts down the 3/4 mark spike when you're going up hills or towing a trailer up hills or any of that. So now we're going to write the file, write calibration. So now the fan is programmed to come on about 6 to 8 degrees higher than when the thermostat is fully opened. Having the fan come on sooner will help slow that spike down. Try to keep it down. It is going to make your fan run longer, and in that sense it might wear your fan down quicker, but would you rather have the temperature spikes or have your fan run longer? All right, now I'm just going to take it for a quick test drive, monitor some temperatures. 104, 103, personally, I don't know if there is any other option, but I would like to see a larger radiator for these Jeeps, which would probably take care of that issue altogether. Let's be faced, the 3.6 does like to run warm. That's a fact. However, what's not a fact is if I'm traveling somewhere and I got some big crazy killer steep hill coming up that I gotta like turn off the AC and crank up the heat just to monitor that temperature spike. Like I said, if you have a regular JK, you're not going to experience this issue, but if you have a heavily modified one, you probably will. And I've had this conversation with quite a few people already, and this is what I'm testing to help deal with it. So in the next little while, yeah, we're gonna do some testing and we're gonna see what happens. If we have to make some changes, we have to make some changes. It's not that hard to do. I'll have to do another test tomorrow. I mean, right now in Calgary, it's hotter than it normally is. 33 degrees outside with the AC on without modulating the fan beforehand or changing the parameters. I would have been hitting the 3/4 mark easily. I didn't hit the 3/4 mark. The highest I hit was 110 Celsius, but I'm going to take it for another rip tomorrow. But I think we might have it dialed in. So I just made some final changes here. Went to 216 to 212. And we're going to do some testing with that.